Hey guys! So, as you can see, I am joined by a special guest today. I will be doing one of the furry friend tags. So we have 5 cats, 2 dogs, 1 bird, 2 rat-tatas, and 1 chinchilla. So hopefully you'll get to see most of them. I'll try to bunch them together in the furry friend tags as much as I can. But he is solo. There's only 1 bird in our house, so he gets his own special video. He has a huge personality. Hopefully some of that will come out in this video. But yeah, so let's get started. What is your animal's name? His name is Poncho Bird. That is his name when we adopted him. That's always been his name. And I think there's a nickname question, but yeah. So that's Poncho Bird. What type of pet is it and what breed is he? So he is a bird. He is an African gray parrot. He is a Congo African gray parrot. There's Timneh African grays and there are Congo African grays. The only difference is, I believe, their tail. So if you can see, he has a red tail. And the other ones don't have red tails. How long have you had your pet friend? 1 year. No, yeah, 1 year and like a month, because we got him around June, around my birthday of 2015. So we've had him for about a year now. There's no questions about their story, so I'll just go ahead and give you his story. So he was unfortunately relinquished by his owner to the bird farm because they had to move to an apartment. I think they lost their job or something and they had to move to an apartment. A little bit about African grays and parrots in general, large parrots, even small parrots, but large parrots particularly are very loud. We live in a house right now and are fortunate to know the landlord, so yeah, otherwise we wouldn't be able to get away with it because he's so loud. So it's very sad. They had to give him up. He's 7 years old. That was actually a question, so I just answered number 5. He's 7 years old, so, well, now he's 8. But he was 7 when he was given up. So 7 years for a bird to be with a person is a long time because they bond very quickly. So it's very sad that they had to give up their bird, and I feel really bad for them, and I'm sure they miss him dearly. But I will explain this little thing that he's doing in a few, because there's a question about it. So I will explain this behavior that's happening right now. It's nothing crazy. Don't worry about him. He's fine. He's healthy. He actually despises Tyler a lot, but I am his human, so he took to me pretty quickly, but it has taken a year for us to get to this point. It has taken a year for me to trust him anywhere near my face, because as you can see, he's a very large beak. So he's got some orange lipstick on his face. He has a very large beak, so it could probably crack your nose pretty easily. So yeah, it's taken me, I'd say, around 9 months, 10 months for me to get used to him near my face. But now, I think we're okay. The only thing he likes to do is try to rip out my nose rings, which isn't cool. And he's gotten pretty close a few times. Let's move on. Next question is, how old is the pet? He's 8 now. So, little fun fact about parrots, they live until they're like 60 years old. So they basically outlive their owners for the most part. He will probably not outlive us. We'll probably live around the same time, but yeah, he's 8. So he's still fairly young. He's still basically a baby. At least we think he's a baby. So yeah, that's my boy. And he's 8 years old. All right. What are some quirky aspects of your pet's personality? Well, let me just explain the elephant in the room, which is this weird thing that he's doing with his neck that looks like he's puking. He is puking. It's pretty damn gross, but it's pretty cool at the same time because it's a sign of affection for their owner. So he does this to me frequently. He's basically regurgitating food to give me as a gift, similar to like a cat giving you a mouse on your doorstep. He's regurgitating whatever food he's eaten. So usually it's just seeds. It's not anything gross. Sometimes it's like strawberries because that's on his menu every day as well. He eats fresh fruits and vegetables every day. So sometimes it's really gross, and he doesn't do it all the time. It's just once and maybe like a few times a week. So it's not too bad. If you're wondering, he's never done it to Tyler. He hates Tyler. I'm not kidding about that. And I would say that's one of his quirky aspects, is that he does not like men. So Tyler my boyfriend, obviously, if you don't know, my father, my brother. He's really not a huge fan of men at all. So what he'll do is he'll put his arms out, like his wings. He won't do it right now, but he'll put his wings out like he wants to fly to you. And it's really cute because it's like, oh, he's so cute. He wants me to hold him. And then he'll put his finger up like, hold on, let me see if I can get him to do it. Step up. There we go. So he'll do that, and then he'll step onto someone, and he will just attack whatever fingers are in their way, which typically are these fingers. So he'll just attack them until he has to be thrown off, unfortunately, which can be very dangerous for him, but he doesn't care because it's worth it to him to try to murder whoever, whatever man is holding him. Tyler and him have a very unique relationship. It is absolutely hilarious. Poncho will do anything to attack Tyler. Anything. I don't even know how to he goes beast mode basically and just wants to destroy whatever is in front of him. Poncho's favorite place to be is on our shower. So we have like a glass shower and he wants to be on the top of the shower door and he just hangs out all day. Like I think the most he's been up there is like 10 hours in one day. He loves to be up there. He just sits up there and sleeps. So Tyler will have to go to the bathroom obviously. And if he has to go like, you know, sit down on the toilet, go to the bathroom, whatever. We're all adults here. We all go to the bathroom. And everybody poops, right, Poncho? And so, yeah, so no shoes on, bare feet. Poncho will climb his tiny ass off the shower, just climb down the side of the shower door. And they're glass, mind you, so it's pretty difficult for him to get down safely without falling. And his wings are clipped so that he cannot fly. So you can see that his wings here are much shorter than they would normally be because we don't want him flying. If we take him outside, if we take him anywhere in the car, we don't want him flying away. So he can't fly. So he will just climb down like Spider-Man. Just imagine Spider-Man climbing. And then when he gets safe enough, like to a safe enough height, he'll jump. Once he jumps, he will run from the shower to the toilet to attack Tyler's feet. And it is glorious to watch. Like, it is the best thing in the world because Tyler's yelling for me, Ashley, Poncho, and I always know because I can hear him. And he does this thing where he squeaks really loud. It's his threatened pitch that he does. And that's the call that he does, and I can hear it. So I'll go running into the bathroom. I'll usually be sitting here on the couch. I'll run into the bathroom to try to go get Poncho, and he's like this on the floor. Like a little troll, like a little Smeagol or something. Like, he's so mean to Tyler. He wants to come to the camera. Okay. Dunk! Dunk! Speaking of quirky things, Poncho, come on. Poncho bird. I will just add that he likes to get into anything, so you really have to watch these birds because they're extremely curious and they want to get into everything. They make sound effects for your life.
Hello?
If you try to pet him when he does not want you to pet him, he'll say no. Red butt chicken, 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 red butt chicken, chicken. Okay. What does your connection with your Poncho mean to you? So my connection with him is very strong. Before I got a parrot, I mean, I've always had birds since I was little, but I never had a sort of such an involved bird before. And I have heard that people get very attached to them just because they're kind of humanish, like the way that they talk and the bond that they have with you. So I didn't realize how strong my bond with him would be, but it is very strong. He's one of the first people I talk to in the morning because Tyler's always asleep, so he's one of the first creatures I speak to in the morning. What are your favorite pastimes with your pet? I would say just kind of hanging out with him, teaching him new words, and then hearing him. You're not going to my computer. And then hearing him repeat those words back to me. What? That was another one that he likes to do. He's like Little John. So just hearing him learn is amazing. Just really, it's nice to see him enjoy his life. What are some of your pet's nicknames? So, Vulture is definitely one of them. Raptor, so he reminds me of a raptor from Jurassic Park. So Vulture, Raptor, he's a crow sometimes. He actually does a caw, caw. And P-Bird, Poncho Bird, Poncho Villa, P. We just sometimes just call him P. He's trying to figure out a way to go eat my camera. That's all he wants to do. He is not interested in any of this YouTube BS. That's the end of the tag. He's gonna bark like a chihuahua. I just want to go ahead and mention some kind of warnings, I guess, or things to think about if you are interested in getting a parrot. There's a lot of things that are worth mentioning, just tips for people who want to get a parrot. One thing is be prepared to spend a lot of money. So regardless of whether you're rescuing, adopting, it's going to cost you a lot of money. He was expensive. His adoption fee was definitely expensive. So it's going to be in the thousands. If you're lucky, it'll be below 1,000. What? You want to buy him? Okay. You want to get him a very good cage, him or her. You want to spend at least $300 to $400 on a good cage. It needs to be big. I know they're not massive, but they are a decent size and they need room. So think of them like a bat. They like to hang upside down. They like to run back and forth. They're not going to fly around their cage, but they are going to try to do some exercises around their cage. So you want to give them enough room. It is basically considered animal cruelty to get a bird this size a small cage. It pisses me off when I see it online. Unless you're traveling, and that's the purpose of that cage, do not get them a small cage like that cage. I'll go ahead and insert a picture here of his cage. Also, the volume. I think in most of my videos, I've had to say, excuse Poncho, he's yelling, or he's talking very loudly. Even when it's true. Even when they're talking, just at a normal volume, it's loud. So if you live in an apartment, please do not adopt.
Hi, Poncho.
Hi, Poncho. Here we go. Please do not. Okay, now he's really hamming it up for you guys. Please do not adopt a parrot if you live in a place where it's not going to be acceptable. So if you live somewhere where you know it's not going to be okay to have a screaming creature in your house, go basically. We don't like that, huh? That's so nice. With any animal, please don't do that. I'll make a separate video on that. But please don't get an animal if you know you can't have one. Do not get a parrot, especially. They are like any exotic animal. You just don't want to put yourself in a situation like that where you're not going to be able to care for them. Another thing I want to mention is poop. He hasn't done it yet. Some people are very grossed out by it. It's basically green goo, green and white goo, if it's healthy, will drop out of their beehole and it will land on whatever is under it. Most of the time, that's either your clothing, your body, or the carpet/floor. So if you're uncomfortable with this happening, do not get a bird or get covering or have a towel under their booty or something like that. Something that's going to capture all the poop because he poops probably every 10 minutes. So it's not like a dog where you take him out every hour and they go to the bathroom. He poops. Oh, he's going to do it for you now on command. It's not a big deal, but just realize that they will poop at least every 10 minutes. Biting is probably another thing. It depends on the bird. He has bit me a lot. He's bit Tyler a lot. Tyler has also almost had to go to the emergency room several times because Poncho has bit him. He has scars on his hands. The bite will be about that big. So if you're not comfortable with a bird, if you're not comfortable handling a bird, he or her is going to end up in their cage all the time, and that's not okay. So make sure that you're comfortable with them. It takes a while, though. I mean, I'm telling you, it took me a long time to be able to get him out of his cage without a stick, which is another option if you're scared, without him biting me. So you think that's hilarious. So, yeah, it can be kind of scary, but you kind of just have to get bit to know that, it's not that bad. You're not going to die. You might bleed a lot. You might need some stitches, but it's really not that bad. You're tough. They don't really go off of just a seed diet, so you really do need to buy fruits and vegetables. If you're not accustomed to doing that already, then you're going to have to do that because they cannot just live off of seeds. It can actually give them some gastrointestinal problems, so you do not want to just give them seeds. So on the list, I'm going to stop because that was not the point of this. But I just wanted to mention these things so that our little friends here, our feathered friends, Hi, Poncho, do not get in the hands of people who aren't responsible enough to have them. Places are usually pretty good about it. Like bird farms usually will not just give you a bird unless they know that you're comfortable with them. Okay, that's the furry friend tag. This was actually the feathered friend tag, though. So we're going to go ahead and skedaddle because this one needs to go have his fruit and veggies. So say bye-bye.
Hi, Poncho.
I love you.
Bye, Pacho. Whoa. Woohoo!
Woohoo! What are you screaming about?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.